How far now?
I do.
Yeah, so
Oh my God.
Starboy show my house today. But with Netflix.
Oh my God.
So this one that he came to my house today, I was just like, let's just even, everybody carry mic and light nowadays, and I have the studio in the house, so I'm like, let's just talk, but I don't know what we want to talk about. So what do you think we should talk about?
Thank God, okay, Dabe. Is it feel good? Just something we don't do in my mind since.
Okay.
Something I feel is very crucial to us in this country as it is now, and I've been carrying it as a burden in my head.
I don't trust you, but okay. What do you want to say?
How will I frame this? When you met your wife, how did you know she was the one?
Oh boy.
He shocked you.
So you don't bad like that? Are you serious? What you read though? Like you don't really bad like that?
What does that even mean?
I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sorry about everything.
No, the thing I've been carrying the burden. It's a burden in my heart.
Going through, so as in you don't reach that stage where you say no, the looks say and it's not your fault.
No, because I did see plenty things, so I don't know which one.
No. Don't let's throw it off. This question just risks the fact that you said you've got into. It's a different thing for your parents to be like, guy, when you go get married. You said you don't reach that point.
You know, say sometime last year, years before, when I know that you don't read, actually, years before, when people see me, they joke with it now. They say, you not go and marry, idiot. You not go and marry. This year, the question I say, show if I marry. The question now comes with a lot more concern. There's what is the issue? You never see where your popsy, they follow you talk, they talk, say, if there's any issue, let us know. That thing, you know the meaning of that thing? Like, are you gay? Or maybe you have like, but you've not answered my question. How do you know?
I'm getting there. But I'm just really, because the whole vibes you are giving now, you are giving that kind of laugh at my pain vibes, like.
I know it make Kevin out blue. So if it be,
I just want to let you know I'm really sorry about everything, bro. By the way, guys, this is SLK, a very good friend from way back, and he's doing well, he has a bright future, really talented,
future steady. I think that the future I did.
The only thing that is missing is his rib. Do you understand? So how does it feel to be single though? But let me answer your question.
But
first.
Answer my question.
So how did I know? So the thing is, I've said this a lot of times, but I'm going to summarize. At the time, I wasn't looking for a wife. We're on the streets now. And basically, if anybody asked me about marriage at that point, I would have said maybe 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
That was a vision 2022. Yeah.
What did you marry at 42?
I don't forget the person who had the interview. Guys, that was a lie. I'm not 42 years, or that will be 42 by God's grace and more. But anyways, there wasn't a knowing till I just knew, I just knew. And I'm still going to continue, but there's something I now think that might be your problem and you would prove me wrong. Based on how I also felt at that time.
He's not they diagnose my problem.
I know, bro, we guys find out.
Oh yeah, no.
Based on how I felt at that time and what was making me think that vision 2022, 2023, it was borderline, or should I even get married at all? It was, I'm serious. And
you are not far from the truth, but I get you.
So maybe we'll find your solution today. And so it was. See, one thing I feel might be your issue, which I felt was mine too at that point, was you couldn't get everything in one person. Do you understand? Like the form you are looking for in terms of maybe physique, this one has it. But what you are looking for in terms of attitude, this one has it. In terms of, so.
You see, they be like word of knowledge. You know, for me, you're a bad boy. You're a very bad boy.
You go edit that. Yeah. So it was now like we were. I was a chemist. Like it was like chemistry, just mixing and matching. And the crazy thing about that is you can just get used to that to the point that you might not now be able to be able to just stay with one person because it just seems like that one person does not have it. So I was almost there. So it was almost like it's not even almost like it's more or less God just sent Yetunde to save me from that bottomless pit I was about to enter.
Where's my Yetunde, Lord? Where's my
do you think like does
maybe
it
this
seem
is one way Father Yuto sing that. Yeah tunde, oh yeah tunde me da. Because literally.
But why are you single?
My yesterday has not come. But you're actually very right. If I'm going to be very honest, and yeah, I mean, it is true that nobody's perfect, but sometimes I'm not even looking. Obviously, I'm not even looking for perfection. There are just some koshemanis that is how I really English.
Kosheman is what's the meaning by the way?
Non-negotiables.
This guy is very good. Do you understand? In English. So I was so sure that I would find it perfect. You know me, they always say, I can't find the word. He would always find the word. So non-negotiables, yes.
Yeah, there's some
what does that mean? I mean, what's that? That was very derogatory. Like,
you just said derogatory. I mean, that's a plus for you. For someone that, for you, like derogatory is actually impressive. I'm impressed, Emma.
Continue.
Okay, so but the truth is, there's some things that I'm just looking out for, and I feel that they should be in one person. I don't think I'm asking for too much. Although there are some things that might seem mundane that are in those non-negotiables that people might now feel
that person is googling mundane. Don't be ashamed. Google it. Don't. Yeah.
So, all in all, I mean, I feel you're right. You're 100% right. It's like you've lived my life. You know, that's how you do. You did elect too. Just
I always say that. So, to some sort, it's almost as if you're a protege, but like half protege, because there are some.
But
things
I am actually.
I know half.
But you don't tell me you give me clothes, so I'm no longer. I'm not like I don't grudge.
So
for
what are your non-negotiables? What are your non-negotiables?
Of
Maybe
course,
somebody's watching now that likes you, and yeah.
No, you know, see, when I smoke, I they see all those
You're
people.
too small now, but continue. You know, small. You don't pass 30, 34. Continue, bro.
I'm 34.
How old are you?
33. No, I'm 32. Why? I just said my age live on TV.
33. As
32.
So you dey try compare yourself to Jesus?
When did they try to say next year I go die?
God forbid, this which kind joke?
Why you bring Jesus? Call this man.
No, so you are kind of almost on point, but not really. Because I was going to say you cannot compare yourself to Jesus, because there's a side of you that will say that at least Jesus no marry. So I'll now be like, that means you'll be okay with.
I have a full set on this in my next special. And you've heard the joke before. I did it at your show.
We are talking about your relationship life here.
Yeah.
And that's another problem he has. Like he just faces work too much, So at the end of the day, why are you now working this work for? See, I'm even getting here. Let's do your non-negotiables first.
God fearing, of course. God is always top of the list.
Baby, guy, you know they fine, but continue. I know him.
You just call me
God
babe.
fearing.
You just yeah, today come back, this thing. I not do. I not do. Did you just call me babe? Guy. I need to lose weight.
What? Even if I go down, no be you. God even forbid. God.
Yesterday needs to come back. What's going on?
Get back.
Okay,
yeah.
So
God fearing is not on your list. I'm putting to you that God fearing is not on your list. If God fearing is on your list, you go don't fear God to marry sins. But continue.
I said there are a few now. Non-negotiable, obviously, physical attraction.
What are the things you are looking for in the physical attraction?
Why you do like this now?
So
you go there somehow.
No, this is my family channel. So do you understand? These are married people. You're actually the one that is not supposed to be here. Do you understand? But we are trying to find a way to bring you in.
No, but physical attraction is it's not cast in stone, as it were, in some regard, but it just is. While I would say physical attraction is, I typically don't like tiny, small, little girls. Shout out to all the petite people.
He said tiny, small, little. Continue. I'm judging. I'm so sorry that I've been judging you.
I typically don't like little ones because I'm not Kelly. But the thing is, sorry, now, oh my God, with this. Sorry, let me keep it. But typically, I don't like. So within the this era, the circle of physical attraction, it's not everything that is cast in stone. You know, it's still bendable to a little extent. But just Coco is that I must be physically attractive.
Plus size ladies.
That's the thing. So not like plus, not like not like multiplication.
Can you give us a person? Can you name a person?
Damn, what I do be Yemi Alade, Osasi Godaro.
You won't get the list. Bimbo Ademoye.
Yeah, Bimbo Ademoye works.
So, okay, all right. So we get the picture.
And guess what also works?
What
let
else?
me look for someone that also works that might not
I
necessarily.
knew you had a thing for Simi one time.
Simi can work. Simi can work. Oh, it's just that I'm not Brian.
No, I beg you. No, I don't get this power. I don't get this
Before
power.
I comment on that.
I don't get this power.
But you don't see the news.
You know,
news now.
We are focused on your. We know the fake jobs. I mentioned Simi because Simi is our person. We went to the same school with Simi. By the way, Simi, shout out to
Simi
you.
is not like that.
You know.
Simi go change that for you.
We know so far. We know disrespect them.
I know disrespect them.
So,
Simi is a beautiful.
Yeah. So I knew you had a crush on Simi one time like that, and Simi does not fall into the plus size that you are talking about.
So you see what I'm saying? So it's not exactly.
So you are confused.
No, it's not confusion. But you can see there's a.
Simi is petite.
No, she's not.
She is now.
No, not necessarily.
So who is petite?
I can't start mentioning off the top of my head because I don't really see them.
All right, so let's just leave this one because I'm even confused and I now understand why you're
but typically, let's just go with the Damilola Adegbite and Yemi Alade. And,
okay. So also, do you think that part of the issue might be that you are aiming for people you can't reach or can't get?
No, I use Damilola Adegbite as an example.
Oh, okay. So it's not like if
I'm aiming for Damilola Adegbite.
She says that I'm a real video. I saw the video you watched though, and would you say no?
I'll say she's single. I'm single now.
So, anyways, how many serious relationships have you been in since you started dating?
So I thought this was like I don't know, a quiz. I've been in 3 serious relationships,
and those 3,
by the special grace of God.
Those 3, they didn't carry any of.
3 and a half.
So what happened?
I start telling you what happened within.
No, I mean, so you got what you were looking for.
No, so you know, Obiri, where you go? I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, first one, I would say I was pretty young.
By the way, I think I'm going to bring a lady here to hear her side of the story. I'm going to bring Arike. Yeah. Okay, so Arike also falls on your list now.
Who's Arike?
Arike now. That is doing risky now. Our friend now.
Oh.
What do you know her name as again?
Wumi. Yeah. She falls on my list. Yeah, she falls on my list.
I'll bring
Very
her.
fine girl.
I'll bring her so that she watch this video
first. When are you
first.
bringing her? No, I want to watch
so that she watch this video first, so that she can now come from the side of, because she's also a single lady.
She's. God does this thing.
So where were we? Where we were.
So so that's it. So that's in the side of the. Then also some level of like worthy of trust. You know, I also want someone I can trust. You know, in the regard of personally. I don't want to say what I want to say now because it might be somehow. But
say it in case if we need to cut it off, we'll cut it.
There's some things that I cannot just cope with. For example, I can't marry someone that smokes. Typically, that's me.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's me. There are just some little things like that. I'm not sure. I don't like talking in absolutes, but I'm not sure I can marry somebody that like does romantic scenes in movies. I'm not sure I can cope with that. Do you understand?
So
things like that.
An actress, yeah.
All right. Not all actresses will like do intense romance.
So so do you think also, because the essence of this at the end of today, I'm hoping we just get to a conclusion of why you are still single. Do you understand? Like that's what
the world needs to know.
That's what we still.
It's be like that face song. The world they vex right now. Say the 3 they did it. So Obama leave all the war when they fight. Why is plantation boys? Why are they not together?
So do you think also the issue might be that maybe they are not, like, there are things they are looking for, and maybe what do you think they are looking for that you don't have?
No, so it also goes both ways. Like some people, I genuinely know some people that love God and everything, but they can't marry somebody that is in the entertainment world. So that can be some I'm not even fine enough. You know, some don't find me attractive. Maybe because of some don't.
Because of your what?
My
What's that? No, but they can't see.
My gastric.
Okay, like say it in a layman's language.
Maybe my tummy.
Tummy or what else?
My size, you know. My tummy.
What
No.
Are you saying pot belly? Like
yeah.
Okay, you're pot bellied. Okay. Don't you think you should work on that?
It's not that big. Put it no, girls like this thing, this particular one. They call it dad bod. Dad bod. Emma, Gen Z. You should know Gen Z terms. Dad bod. That's what they call it.
he has some pot belly, which I think you should work on, by the way. You know, I think you should work out. I think that would be a plus. I can talk to him anyhow.
What
by
of
the
girls?
This my guy like that.
What of the girls that like that bod? I will lose them.
There's no girl likes pot belly.
I swear they do.
How?
I'm not joking.
How do
Ask.
you know?
Tell them to comment.
How do you know? I've
seen
so
some
you have
girls
been
tell
playing
me.
around also.
No. I've seen some girls tell me that they like that
your
bod.
pot belly. So why are you not dating them?
That's why I said it's not just one metric now.
So the kind of girls that like your pot belly are not the kind of girls you like in terms of
I'm not saying no. Come on, Emma, this thing is unique. So the girl that okay, off the top of my head, one girl told me that she likes that but I can't date her because of other things.
What are the other things?
Okay, for example, if she smokes.
Okay, the girl that told you. So if you are the girl that told SLK you like his pot belly, it's because you are smoking. Maybe if you drop that cigarette, maybe.
You're making me say some things.
Meanwhile, we're just been bantering playfully, you know. But more seriously now, do you feel pressured?
So, you won't believe it, but no. I don't feel pressured, even though empirically, like every time I go out, every time I step out of my house, like no single day passes, I'm not even exaggerating, without some talk about marriage. No single day. And interestingly, I'm not pressured. It doesn't affect me, in all honesty, and I'm not even trying to.
Yeah, I think that's because you're a guy. I think those kind of things will not really affect a guy. But I also think that for you to say you are not pressured, considering
my dad just turned 70, by the way,
and you are not pressured.
But I have an elder brother.
He's not the one we are interviewing. Do you understand? Because just as even the system. Okay, we can leave it that way, have you? Just as a child, like a heartful child. I believe the opposite of heartless is heartful. Mm-hmm. I felt like you should have said that. I feel a little pressure though because my parents are getting old and I just feel like I should.
Yeah. There is that. Okay, so there was one time, my mom was in the hospital, and she just gave me. She just had this look of. Then there are a few times that we've been to weddings or they've gone for weddings. Mom, she will just call you and just be like, I'm just coming from the wedding of Mayowa. You know Mayowa now, your childhood friend. Say yes. So I take a show, just quickly do. I get the point. And interestingly, I understand, and I wish to. I'm not saying I'm not going to, even though there is that aspect of. You also said that you were also considering not getting married at all. Yeah. I think every man has. Chris Rock actually says this thing that men don't settle down, women settle down. Men don't settle down, men surrender. Like, okay, you got me. Okay, you got me.
I don't think I surrendered, but I'll get to that. But so based on what I said about your heartlessness, that was also a joke. You get all these things because and I'm going to even put it here that in as much as there would be the pressures because you love your parents and everything, but that's not enough reason to pressure you
into being with somebody
that you don't want to be into. So this is just the responsible side of me trying to just say, at least for the sake of people watching. But
no, you're one of the people I respect the most.
You don't have choice. But this is because of people that are watching. But this is not exactly a direct conversation to you because but for the sake of people that are watching, however long it takes, it's better to actually not get married at all than to actually get it wrong. Is that, and it's so people have different lives and everything. But from my perspective, marriage is a very beautiful thing. So ending up not getting married, for me,
like you're missing out.
Exactly. So it's not really, So, but for me to now say that is a better option than for you to miss it in marriage. You know how
that's like hell.
How do you understand?
I think
So
someone
you know
said
how
that.
deep it
Someone
is.
said, I think it was Pastor Kingsley or something that was talking about how that marriage is the closest thing to heaven or to hell on earth. Depending on the side of the divide you are in.
Yeah. So, just based on that pressure, just trying to be serious. No matter what pressure you are facing, you know, because I know you've met a couple of people, you know, that you are even almost, and you just like, okay, no. So even I tell my people in my band, the girls, the boys, I'm like, see, making a choice of getting married, that's the one time that you're allowed to be selfish. Do you understand?
True.
Selfish in the sense that you, even if it's a day to go, and there's just one thing you are just noticing, don't go ahead with it, you know, because it's like, and it's not just one way, it's two ways. It's like a big house, a mansion that has a tiny leak. That leak might not be anything, you know, but say you travel for 2, 5, 10 years when you come back, and that's the same thing, you know, because it's the same thing that you are looking at as little. That's what you are going to be seeing for the rest of your life. And when you put, these are Rema, like, you know,
take me
this
there,
finger
Daddy.
now. Say this is when you just met yourself, you know, and you keep seeing this thing every day. The perspective will keep shifting and changing till it comes close and it just gets you blind.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Quick one. Was there anything you saw in Yetunde that you did not notice before you got married? That you now saw after you got married that you were like, was there?
A lot. She saw more in me than I saw in her, though. But so the thing about us, and what made me even go ahead, I just knew that this was the babe, you know. And so back to that, I didn't surrender. I jumped at it because it was like a. I thank God because
she
he
got
opened
you
my eyes.
because you would rather know. What happened is that you would rather be with her than not be with her.
Yeah. So
she got you pretty much.
But saying I surrendered was a case of.
Oh yeah, like Otito, like you got me. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
You got me.
But I jumped at it. It was more or less like a. I don't want to say bonanza. Bonanza is not the word.
Now.
Do you understand?
We know you now.
You know, you don't know me, bro. You know, I've lost my line of thought. So what was I talking about before we go? Okay, things we saw in each other. You know. So part of the things that just made me know that this the person was how much both of us. Because myself, I know that I had a very strong head. I was very stubborn. But how both of us were just willing, you know, to work things out for each other. Do you understand?
I guess that's where love comes in. That's where the fact
it's
that
not even
friendship.
So exactly the friendship and it's beyond love. It's beyond love. Do you know? It's when you get to marriage you realize it's beyond love.
So we need more. We need past love for this thing.
For marriage,
you
need more than love.
Wow.
Love. No, even our love, they carry you first, second, third year of marriage. The love don't finish. You know. But when you know it is deeper than love, that's what makes the love last. The decision. I remember when we got married. Then, you know, we even said it on our channel that. We have a thing we go by that no matter what fight we will fight, it must not reach the next day with us. My brother, she in our third year or fourth year, we get one fight, we will fight almost 5 days. But the only thing is we did the same house together, you know. And we.
How was it like? They pass each other.
And see, looking back, I just thank God for my wife, you know, and she has changed me a lot. That my stubbornness still came to play because now most of those times now they still even come, you know. And I had to get to a point of epiphany that one person can always be right now. Do you understand? One person, you know. So I need to look back at myself, you know, because whenever I go to those serious, she doesn't like it, like, and I realized that. What always kept her going? What always kept her holding back for that long is because she's just hoping that this guy comes to your senses and see this. You know, at least even if anybody's wrong, you self even make the first move. It took a while, you know. But another thing I realized is the fact that so we love ourselves in
degrees.
With a what?
Is it in degrees? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, if we put it that way, like in areas that I'm falling short, she's there holding
like
me up there.
In your weakness.
Do you understand? You know, or those people that say that somebody that completes me, that's not exactly what I'm talking about, anyways. But in areas that I fell short, looking back now, you know, for example, this was one area I really fell short. Although that 5 days, was it 5 or 3 days? I can't remember. It was just one time, anyways. You know, but there are some things that would have just unnecessarily gone out of hand and led to something else, but she curtailed them. You know, I also did mine, but and this is another thing. If it was Yetunde sitting down here too and talking, she would talk in a way that would, you know, make me.
I might not understand the accent, but yeah.
So basically, I feel like, see, I can't keep on talking about my wife for the next 3 days. You've gotten me to that point. But I feel like the only way you would get out of this, I don't think you would ever get to that point.
No, they sound like
no because
you would
no, because I don't think you would ever get to that point where you just sit down and just meet that person and just be like,
don't worry,
only everything, you know. Only everything, but it would take.
Maybe that's why people have side chicks. They just take from here. They just have you.
It would take. So by the grace of God, my wife had beyond what I expected in any one woman, you know. But it wasn't that. It wasn't that I sat and I just looked and I just saw her. Do you understand? It took.
Maybe you married the last one. Maybe.
It took me getting out of my routine. My routine at that time was. Let's not talk about my routine, but it took me getting out of my routine. It took me getting out of my head. Do you understand? And it took me actually opening my eyes and calming down. Do you understand? And also looking back into myself and having to change some things about
it's called introspection.
Do you understand? This one thing I like about this guy that I also don't like at the same time. You know. So getting back to you now. By the way, has this affected anything about your nature?
What is that?
Do you find? No, see. At this, I won't judge you. I'm serious. I'm serious.
You need
But do you? It's not. You know.
I don't understand what you're saying. Though.
Do you?
And I doubt I will understand.
Okay. Did you start something? Something that you didn't used to find attractive before, like maybe you just noticed that a shorty boy you wore, this guy's clothes look good.
What are you trying to say?
Do you?
No.
Okay.
Emma, no. All
right. So
stop now.
Okay,
why?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now you just call me babe.
Because that was worrisome too. Do you understand? So, but I think they might need us to come and repack our cars.
Okay.
I think we should just put. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think we should just put this out there. This video we didn't plan it. We didn't know. We didn't structure what we wanted to say.
Yeah.
But watching this, I feel we might come back and have more things to discuss about this.
Of course. I'm not far from you.
Yeah. But yeah, that is SLK. I'm really, really proud to know him. You know, for a lot of reasons. But the only one I want to state now is he has a special out on Netflix.
Woo!
Advertise.
My special is on Netflix. It's called Tito Tiller. That's my sophomore special, my second special. Tito Tiller on Netflix. Just search Tito Tiller. If you've not seen it, you are probably the last person to see it, but it's still there.
Better beg. Stream. You know they use Shakara. Maybe go watch.
Please stream my special.
Yeah. You will love it.
You're going to love it.
I'm following him, SL Comedy.
SLK OMEDY. SLK OMEDY.
On YouTube too, same thing.
On YouTube, on Twitter, on IG.
He has an interesting podcast he does.
Yeah,
this is my podcast, by the way. This does, you know. But so when we watch this, we go know how we go structure. So we are going to come back and I will have good questions to ask him about why he's still single, you know, so that we can get to the bottom of things.
This is serendipity, just bringing us together in the fact that we just stumble upon doing this instead of just planning
serendipity. When you find a minute, write it in the comment section. All right, thank you for coming. You know, guys, this is still the OMG's channel. This is just a different expression, and I think I'll get my wife to do something like this too, also. You know, but yeah, let's know what you think about this. Is this welcome? Do you like it? Like, share, subscribe. God bless you. Yetunde, I love you. Mwah.
Yetunde, I love. Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
But yeah, with the love of Christ.